door opens without resistance. Inside it's a little brighter. Metal tables are scattered across the room, each layer with dried blood. On the floor, small pools of urine and pus mingle with damp stone, releasing an unbearable stench. And in the midst of it all hang bodies on chains from the ceiling, rotten, hollowed out, left on hooks to be forgotten. Brittle! God. For legal purposes, this is a joke! Keenan. Who dares disturb my century-long slumber? The voice sounds as if it's scraping its way out of a throat that shouldn't be alive. Okay. Who dares disturb my century-long slumber? Maybe that wasn't the best choice. Who are you? I'm over here. Come closer, I don't bite. Well, I'm kidding. Of course I bite, but right now that's not really an option. I'm a bit tied up, you see. The thing before you is a body without its lower half. Another of Lilith's experiments. Its arms are chained to the ceiling, a hook driven through its shoulders. Its head, lolling onto its left shoulder, watches you with curiosity. It doesn't take long to notice one of its eye sockets is empty. You... how can you talk? I guess it's because I'm the one meant to talk. Others are... He gestures weakly toward other bodies hanging from hooks. The chains clink and rattle with the motion. Not exactly the chatty type, sadly. So all the babbling's left to me. But I owe my life to this deed. You don't seem all that surprised to see me. No one ever is. Phoenix? God! With monoxide sauce. Surprised? I don't think I could match that even if I wanted to, golden hair. Besides, I see you walking down here every night. Right there, standing at the threshold of the open door. You've left pieces of yourself in this place. If you look at that wall, you'll see the marks he made with his nails. He struggles to raise his brows as if it's a point at the far wall. Look at the wall. Against the far wall, a corpse rests with its head slumped against the blood-stained stone. With every faint gust of wind, its horse unknown, the body sways ever so slightly. As it moves, its head slowly scrapes against the wall. Huh, every time. This body, who is it? I don't know. Might be you, actually. It was here before I arrived, and it'll be here after I'm gone. It'll still be here after I'm gone. Another of Lilith's little experiments where she's trying to recreate you. They say his own indecision is what killed him. Maybe this time will be different, Golden Boy. What do you think? They say that? I thought you were alone in here. You keep saying this time, but this is my first time here, and trust me, I have no intention of staying. Yes. I'm sure that's true, but let me tell you this. I wasn't surprised to see you here, because this isn't the place you run from. This is the place you've always thought about staying in. You talk like you know me so well, corpse. What? Corpse, you say? Pretty bold words for someone who burned his whole soul 5 years ago, Golden Boy. The chains rattle faintly as he leans his head towards you. Look at me. I know you. Really know you, because everything you're afraid of is in me. You're afraid of the feelings you've never voiced. Afraid to speak while you're tossed from place to place, and when it all comes crashing down on you, you lash out at anyone you can. I know you, Golden Boy. I'm everything you can't bear to look back on. I was there in every moment you're too scared to choose. Corpse, huh? And at least I'm still honest. Also, have you seen my dick? There were choices. They were masterfully crafted traps. Lilith really did build you well. Look at you, talking exactly like her. Yeah. What a brilliant excuse. Traps, huh? That's why you came me running all the way here, isn't it? Right into the heart of it. Spare me the myth-fate nonsense, Golden Boy. You wanted this, whether you knew it or not, because being loved, even by her, was easier than running. And the funny thing is, maybe she really did love you. That's why I exist. I'm the part of you that couldn't carry that love. A sudden silence fills the room. Dim light reflects off the foul puddles on the floor. One of the corpses slumped against the wall stares at you, its lidless eyes wide open, jaw hanging at an unnatural angle. A bug crawls across his face, disappearing between the torn skin of his cheek and calmly making its way down toward the throat. In front of you, the corpse bound and chained sways gently, caught in a faint breeze whose source you can't place. With each movement, the chains creak softly where they meet the ceiling. You're in no position to judge me. You're just a shell, an image. Even the thought that you believe you understand me is disgusting. How long have you been... I like that. How long have you been hanging here? Let's see. Roughly since the time you started blaming yourself for your mother's death. Back then, I was just a head, nothing below the neck. I fill out over time, you see. There are a lot of voices you've silenced, chained up and shoved away, so I figure by now I'd be up and running, but there have been a few bumps along the road. Like what? Wait a second, hold it. Are you saying that I created you? Lilith created you, not me. Ah, now we've reached the break in the story. It coils its hands around the chains and leans slowly toward you. You'd think it was Lilith who made me. Well, you're not entirely wrong. She pulled at my flesh, cut and carved me, gouged out my eye, true. But who do you think gave her the material to create me, huh? Lilith pulled me out of her happiest moment. What filled in the rest with the things you never said. I never dared to make. Golden Child. And it will be what kills me. And what will kill me is you. What do you mean kill? You're already dead. Well now, that was new. I didn't know you could break my heart like that. Come closer. Let me show you what's been keeping me alive. I don't trust him. He's gonna eat me! It's doping. You know what? The corpse caught off its waist. It's looking straight at me. Dozens of corpses hang from the meat hooks. Men, women, who are they? Ugh, gods, the smell's unbearable. Huh, you know what? Approach. Oh god, alright then, here we go. Hold out your palm. A little more, yes. Do not drop it! Ugh, I really hate this part. Put out your hands. As you stand directly in front of the corpse, the stench becomes almost unbearable. Inside his empty eye socket, you catch a faint glimmer, something shimmering. Then the body starts to retch and convulse. He grips his chains tightly as something thick rises up in his throat. At last, a dark, reddish fluid oozes from his mouth, and he vomits onto your outstretched hand. A mouthful of thick, warm bile fills your open palm, but within that heavy heat, there's something there. Damn. Give me a second to catch my breath. It's never easy cosbying up the things Lilith stuffed inside me. Here you go, golden boy. Pretty sure this belongs to you. I would drop it. What's that? A crystal. Unformed, still translucent. Something you once said when you truly believed you loved Lilith. A memory. Your greatest joy and your greatest lie. That feeling clung to Lilith. She took it, turned it into a ritual, shaped it, and made it something else. Which memory is this? You watch as the corpse's breath slows. The single eye sunken into its skull begins to dim, fading softly. A faint, genuine smile forms across his face. It can no longer speak. Look at the crystal. As you wipe your hand clean, the round, translucent crystal is revealed. Veins pulse across the surface with blue energy throbbing like living tissue. Inside the orb, a vision takes shape. You feel Lilith's warm body against yours, the softness of her lips pressing into you. Her fingers threading through your hair, her breath hot and immediate against your neck. Your body trembles. You're biting, tearing, devouring each other, consuming until nothing remains between you. And in that moment, you're whole, truly complete. Your bodies dissolve into one another, and you touch the essence of the core of Lilith's being. Then, with your lips pressed to hers, you begin to speak. I'll never let you go, my love. I will love you forever, Lilith. The crystal shatters in your hand, a sharp flash, and then thousands of tiny fragments scatter across the room. The corpse before you slips free from his chains, crashing into the pool of fetid, pus-laced water below. With one last effort, he turns his face toward you. I said the things you couldn't. Now the words are yours, golden boy. Break free from your chains. Unlock them. We'll meet again very soon. The corpse looks at you, the same faint smile still on his face. The silence in the room deepens. Now I'll also carry the things you can no longer say. Close the corpse's eye. The corpse doesn't respond to your touch. In the stillness, it looks almost like it's fallen into a peaceful, restful sleep. I better find a way out of here. As you return to searching the room, you feel something settle over you, a sense of expectation. The door stands slightly open, nothing can be seen beyond. A pitch-black darkness swallows everything. From the threshold, it feels as if a tremendous hunger seeps through for life and for all that lives. Rusty chains hang down its frame. Everything about it feels strangely familiar. Each link reminds me of things I couldn't say. As you return to the lifeless bodies strewn about across the chamber are watching you. On the wall to your right, you see two distinct doors, once again. The first door is sealed with rusted chains, but the chains aren't locked together. They merely hang there as if they tried to hold something back and failed. The other door stands slightly ajar. Beyond it, nothing but darkness. No light, no life. I'm going to go to the chain door. The chains draped over the door aren't tightly bound together. They simply hang there, heavy and loose, as if they once tried with all their strength to seal something shut and failed. From beneath the door, a faint, cold breeze flows out, carrying with it a soft, flickering glow. Open the chain door. Whoa. I like how it looks fractured. You open the door and step inside. Your foot is met with a smooth surface without any texture. No stone here, no dust, not even an echo. Silence, a cold whiteness. The room is bright, far too bright. The light overwhelms your eyes. There's nothing left that can remain in shadow. Where am I? Doesn't matter. Your gaze falls upon the white door standing directly before you. Ordinary, with nothing particularly striking about it. It simply waits for you to open it and step through. There's something fishy about this place. Tell me, what is this? Why is the light so blinding? Why is it so silent and empty here? What happened to the sound of the water crashing against the stones beyond the wall? Yeah, you know, why is the light so blinding? Look, really, doesn't matter. Let's focus on opening the door and leaving here as soon as possible. Just do as I say. Wait a second, this place really doesn't feel right. I'm going to be sick, leaning against the door. I admit the light is a bit excessive, but if we stay here, things will only get worse. That's why you need to get through that door as soon as possible. Why? Welcome back, Dora. Why what? Why are you anxious? Anxious? No, it's just that we weren't supposed to be here. There's nothing to keep the story flowing here. No plot, no character, no rhythm, no object. This place is completely empty. There's nothing to narrate here. Ha! I have no job. If we stay here, I'll be fired. And if there's nothing left to narrate, then having you around is complete. I was right! Having you around is pointless completely, isn't it? Listen to me, you piece of meat. I'm the one keeping you alive in this burned-out, piss-stinking house. The one stopping you from curling up inside the madness in the fetal position is me. Got it? Now do as I say and get to the door. I think I won't do that. You think you're very clever, don't you? I'm the master of the story, and if I have to get us out of here... You see the room beginning to shrink. The walls stretch in unnatural ways. The wall before you seems to be closing in on you. You know you have to open the door. No, I will no longer be the victim of this story. For once I will decide for myself, I will not open that door. Alright, I'll go through the door, but not for you, for myself. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be... You want to simply stay in the whiteness, to stop, to rest, to remain in the silence forever, don't you? This never happened. Perhaps I didn't create this room, but I created this whole illusion for you. And if you no longer wish to take part in it, farewell, leading man. I hope you enjoyed the story I narrated for you. Close your eyes. When I came to against the wall, the pain in my skull was unbearable. Must have been another foul dream again. Do I remember what dream it was? A white room, pale white. I was trying to escape and... my head. The room began to shrink. Lilith again, always her. Who else could it ever be? My love. Lilith? Sit up and look around. Water trickles from the ceiling again. Moonlight. Must be midnight or thereabouts. The house is collapsing. 5 years. Dust and decay. I'm hungry. Look around. The dining table and its toppled chairs remain. On the table, dust-caked plates. Ugh. Water drips again from the loft above. Insects scatter across the floor. Are you searching for food too? Huh? That sound. What was it, Lilith? Lilith? Go to the kitchen. The kitchen's empty. Cockroaches scatter across the counter. Am I hungry? Not truly. What was desire meant to feel like? There's nothing here. I killed Lilith. Did that voice come from inside? Wait, is this real? What? Is Lilith real? She was always real, the most real of all things, but her love... No, that was madness. Mad. Mad. Ha! That day I knew. She would speak again of the grand unification. Lilith, are you in there? Return to the living room. The same board groans again, beneath the weight of my guilt. The windows lie shattered. Was it I who broke them? Perhaps. The doors have fallen. One leg of the dining table buckles, ready to give. Oh, sorry. In the delirium of her love, I knew I would die. I was afraid. I fled. I knew she would never let me go. What was that sound? Lilith, is it you? Boards creak everywhere, splintering, falling apart. The plaster has fallen from the walls, exposing what's beneath. This is it. Yes, yes. Here they took her, after I betrayed her. They seized her arms and dragged her away. First they cut out her tongue so she could conjure no alchemy again. Lilith, is that you? Open the door. Darkness. The stairs have long since crumbled. She told me herself. This is where they carried her out. They took her. They cut off her limbs so she would never walk again. I'm coming, my lover. Are you calling to me? Where are you? Go down. A blue light. Where could it be coming from? This is the basement with one room. Damp stones covered in moss. She had drawn a circle here. She had stood at its center. When they took her, they flayed her face so no one would recognize her again. My love? Lilith? The blue light shimmers over your wet clothes. Right. The salty water of the sea drips down from where you were thrown. Your hands are severed. Coagulated blood pools black at your feet. Coagulated. The flayed pieces of your face hang, oozing pus. Your lidless eyes stare at me. I'm sorry. My voice echoes off the stone. My arms hang limply at her sides. Motionless, there's rage in her eyes. Lilith, my love. She doesn't answer. Not sure she hears me. From the slit in her bare face, shaped like a mouth, black fluid drips out. It spills to the floor. Lilith? Is that you calling to me, my love? Where are you? Go upstairs. All your memories will slowly melt away, like tears in the rain. The end. 2 of 8. What? If I continue, where does it take me? Okay. It takes me back to the... I have straight feelings that, like, I wasn't meant to be here. You're not exactly wrong. That's why we should get out of here as soon as possible. Yeah, we're just gonna leave. Your footsteps echo upon the smooth stone. Because you have no shadow, you cannot be sure where you tread. It feels less like walking and more like gliding. This feels horribly wrong. Yes, because we weren't supposed to be here. Your story wasn't meant to continue this way, but we can fix that easily. How? By passing through these doors over there. All right, head towards them. Your footsteps echo upon the smooth stone. Because you have no shadow, you cannot be sure where you tread. Oh, it's so silent here. Yes, there truly was nothing here, a void without a beginning, a restless nothingness that cannot be digested even in memory, stagnation, and that is precisely why we must leave here. The only thing that matters now is reaching the door. How come I must know? Know what? That behind that door there aren't more doors, and behind those more still, and behind those yet more. This is an endless labyrinth. You can't, and all you can do is to hope. I can get out of here. I will see the waves of the sea and feel the wind caressing my face once more. Absolutely. Now, place one foot in front of the other, and let's leave this place. Approach and open the white door. Yes, exactly. You reach for the door. You open it and step through to the other side. It's that simple. You leave behind the empty, meaningless room that never should have been. The story flows again, just as it was meant to. Here. You open the door. What greets you is neither the whisper of the dead nor darkness. It's a warm room lit by amber tones, filled with a pleasant scent. A familiar scent. Notes of phenolin dance with the resinous breath of leucine. I don't know if I said those right. For a moment, your nose stings and your eyes well up. You know this smell. Right in front of you stands an old wooden table. Scattered pages lie around it, along with small alembics and chemical traces, and someone is there. A woman, a very old woman. Her golden hair, streaked with gray, is tied up in a bun at the back of her head. At the hearth built in the wall, she stirs something inside a glass bowl. She doesn't seem to notice you. What are you doing here? Woman's face is old, very old. She looks at me with great mercy. There's something familiar in her eyes. She carries dozens of alchemical mixtures on her belt. An old Cardia custom. Cardian alchemists used to carry their mixtures on themselves, not in their bags during long journeys. Of the circle to the floor, an old alchemical symbol. The circle represents the first three creations, and the stars symbolize Nova Medi. Her hand, reaching for a powder at her side, halts in midair. The image of her hunched back slowly gives way to her face. A warm smile spreads across it. The dark circles under her eyes and the wrinkles reveal her age. Ah, I guess. Welcome, young man. My name is Ligeia. Forgive me, no one's come here in a very long time. Come, sit. She gestures to the chair in front of the wooden table. Thank you. I'll sit on the chair. A little bit, yeah. You must be tired. I'm sure it's been a long journey for you. As you let go of the tension your muscles have held for so long, you feel the ache rising from your calves. In this warm room filled with familiar scents, you realize for the first time just how exhausted you are. You are tired, Elbeck. Truly tired. But you don't have time to rest. Don't forget why you came here. You're searching for a stellar hatch, the way to freedom. Yes, I'm tired. You can rest here, darling, for as long as you like. Are you an alchemist? She lets her gaze some papers for a moment. Yes, I used to be. Used to? She returns to the hearth, pouring a blue powder that she's warmed over the naked flame into a vessel. I had an accident long ago. My laboratory burned. We can end the conversation here. Don't ask how the accident happened. What kind of accident? No, I'm gonna go for it. A tragic accident. My 7-year-old son played with the mixture I was working on. To him, it must have seemed like a game. She lifts a vial of blue liquid from the bench and lets the light shine through it. I suppose he thought he could do alchemy better than I could, or maybe he simply thought it would be fun to mix the colorful liquids. Who knows? This feels so familiar. When I entered the room, he was at the mixture. I scolded him a little and sent him off to bed. I never suspected he might have tossed something into it. I kept working. When the laboratory exploded, I could smell my own burning flesh. Liquid dextrose and VIP. When combined at high temperature, they trigger a sudden, violent release of heat. But you didn't know that then. That's what detonated your mother's laboratory. VIP. According to the writings of Trismegistus, the VIP is an alchemical mixture of ground pearlescent powder. It heightens hunger and awakens appetite in those who use it. Wait a second. Wait. There's no need to worry, darling. None of this was ever your fault. You don't have to keep living with this guilt. So what are you suggesting? That I should let it all go, run away and pretend to be happy as if nothing happened? Now that's the most sensible thing you've said so far. We need to escape. It's not a bad idea at all. Ask her where the cellar hatch is. Haven't we seen enough death and corpses for one day? Run away? Well, if that's what you want. I'm only telling you to lay down the burden on your shoulders. The day your mother died in the laboratory, it wasn't your fault. Those are kind words. Thank you, but I don't want to hear more about death and loss. Just tell me where the cellar hatch is and I'll go. Unless you're... shit. I thought you'd have realized by now. I'm your mother, darling. No, impossible. My mother died. They never found her because she was gone so many years ago. I know, darling, I know. You thought I was gone, but I couldn't leave. And now you see I wasn't the only one who burned that night. Because nothing has ever managed to tear the guilt from your mind. You believe that if not for that night, you would find me here, in this room. That's why I'm here. I just want to spend some time with you here, but I lost you forever. I wanted to be like you. This work was everything to you. I wanted to make you proud. Yeah, I want to make you proud. And you did. That night when I saw you here, I was proud of you, darling. Proud that you tried to understand the formulas, that you mixed the colors. A world taking shape in your hands, new and more beautiful. A place that could be remade, beyond darkness and absence, where we could begin again. But if you stay here, trapped in this loop, you'll never begin. No. You want to stay in this loop. It's safe here. You know what will happen. You know what waits behind each door. Well, most of the time. Don't get too close to the truth, because there you'll find nothing but ruin. Then why are you here, Mother? To forgive me? I should say here, Mother. There are things I must put an end to. Lilith. You will never forgive her, darling. Just you will never forgive yourself if you stay in this loop. This is not a path with an exit. It's an eternity you will do nothing but grieve. In this eternity, you do nothing. Oh. And if you leave this loop, you'll go mad. What do you think will happen once you forgive yourself, leading man? A garden of white flowers and salty spray from the waves striking your face? No. Out there is only ruin, darkness, and madness. Nothing but loneliness. But here, I am here. A familiar voice to guide you. I love you, Mother. I love you too, darling. Always, in every way. Take me out of this loop, Mother. Take me somewhere I can finally shake off this weariness. What do you think you're doing? Do you think with that tiny brain of yours you can break this loop? I'm the one who made you! You! You're nothing but a fucked up piece of flesh, do you understand? Without me, what meaning could reality possibly hold? Tell me. Tell me! Mother. Come with me. The woman leans against the far wall. You think you can get out of here? And steps toward the alchemy cabinet. Without me, you are nothing! When I open this door, I don't know what will be waiting for you on the other side, darling, but I know you'll overcome it. Your mother places a gentle kiss on your cheek, where a tear has just rolled down. No, I won't allow this! As you step through the open door of the alchemy cabinet to wake up in a new life down by the seaside. And you stumble. When I wake, what will I find there? I like it. No one but you can ever know that, darling, but there will be truths. Step into the alchemy cabinet. Oh, we found another ending. So I think that's how when I came to against the wall, the pain in my skull was unbearable. Must have been another foul dream again. Don't remember what the dream was. Mother. She was working at something in the basement, but wasn't she dead? Oh, my head. Of course she was. Long before. Yet Lilith. Lilith again, always her. Who else could ever be? My love, Lilith. Let's look around. There's double chairs. Sit for food too. Go to the kitchen. We've done that before. Return to the living room. No, I'm gonna go to the kitchen. Oh, the kitchen's empty. Coffee scattered. I'm not hungry. Lilith. My love was her madness. I knew it would be the death of me. Terror drove me. I fled. I knew she would never lose her hold. Thus, I had but one path. I had to be free of her. I could not do it. No, no, no. What is that, you? Go down. He's watching over these stairs. Beautiful ones. Lilith and I together. Now nothing remains. Nothing at all. Basement door. We've done that before. I'm trying to go upstairs. There's a way to go upstairs. Go to the kitchen. Oh, no, I guess we can't. We can only go to the basement. Open the door. I have to kiss her. Her arms sway like pendulums, lip at her sides. Still she stands. I step closer. I fasten my lips to hers, cold as the sea, bitter with salt. Her raw flesh trembles. Her mouth unfurls, and from its ruins spills black ichor. It streams into me, drowning me. But where are you going, Lilith? Was it you who called me, my love? Where are you? Go upstairs. So what ending do we get there? Yeah, oh, we got the same ending again. 2 of 8. Damn it! I was trying for a different ending! Well, that's for bugs. It's, one thing I want to check real quick. I thought there was a way to see...
If you're reading these...
Use that for now. Like, see, there's a story path right here. Is that just how the game is made, or is it like a way that we kind of go back and see what we've done? I think this is just an example of how the game was made. So I've only found 2 of the 8 endings. Or 1 of the 8 endings. Yeah, wake up. It means I've woken up. Let's stand up and take a look around. Yeah, so that's one of the endings. So if I hit continue, what happens? Like, fuck it, let's go. Oh, okay. I'll sit on the chair, continue. Guess I'm tired, a green alchemist. Used to continue. What kind of accident? This feels so familiar, you know, it kind of go the same way for that. Second, wait. Unless you're shit. So I spent time here with you, but I lost you forever. Let's do that one. You didn't lose me, darling. You did what you had to do. What I wanted you to do. That's why you must let go of your regret. I was proud of you. For that night, you'd still be alive. You can't know that. The voices in your mind, they keep you here so you won't forget me. Isn't that right? So that you can exist, so that you can remember something. That's why they hold you inside this loop. But you must get out, darling. Oh, you want to stay in this loop. Are you here to pull me out of this loop, mother? So I think basically the choices that pull us out of the loop are kind of, I think, the endings I am. Let's put an end to Lilith. Did you love me? Always, darling. Even when you thought you had killed me. But you know why I have to stay in this loop, to exist, to remember you. Okay. The right choice. I will always remind you of her and of this room with great peace and warmth. But I can't promise you remember her as she truly was. She takes us dangerously close to reality. I can't risk that. Will I not remember forgiving my mom? No, you can't do this. There's no other way. For you to live, your mother must die. This is the way it always... It has always been this way, and it always will be. I understand. Then you must go on, darling, if that's what you choose to do. I'll always be here, each and every time. The woman walks toward the wall on your left. She cracked open the door of the alchemy cabinet, warm breeze. Find what you're searching for out there, darling. The moment you step into the alchemy cabinet, you fall into an endless void. Warm winds coil around you, and once again you find yourself wondering when you'll finally strike the ground. I'm falling again. Was this how it was meant to be? Sedibus ut saltem placidus in morte quisicam. Quisicam. I can't... Oh, actually, we made Act 3. The 65th month. Brittle. Now, in your interrupted fall, a metallic taste burns in your throat. Blood and rust mingle with the air you breathe. Beneath your hands, there is a damp warmth, as though something has come alive. Where am I? At the beginning of your salvation, and of course at the end of all things. Do you see it? You climb now. Your nails are clawing at the rotten boards, yet beneath them something's writhe. In the darkness there, a pale light flickers, the light that will grant you freedom. For the story to end and for you to awaken, you need one final crescendo. Look back. You think you're looking back into the dark, yet the pale light before your eyes does not move. There are no directions here. Everything is before you and everything is behind you, all at once. Even if you stand still, the light will come closer. Alright, I'll approach it. You crawl across the rotting boards that resemble living flesh. The pale light in the darkness grows ever stronger. At last, its edge takes the form of an arched doorway. Great, another door. This is no mere door. It is a threshold shaped by the weight of memories. Pass through. As you cross the threshold, the light sears your eyes, and then you find yourself inside the house. Again, the house where you once waited in the rain at the door, where Lilith insisted you eat, where you believed your memories alone kept you standing. But this is not that house. This is the remnants of it. Everything is paler, grayer. The cracked walls have partially collapsed, their beams jutting out like bones from a broken limb. The windows quiver like taut skin. And right before you, upon the table bathed in silvery moonlight, lies a body around it. In the chains sit three figures, three familiar people. A young woman, a corpse cut below the waist, and an old woman. This young girl doesn't know how to sit. Has she ever sat at a table before? And how did she get out of that room? There he is again. He is looking at me, the man without a lower body. His chains are bound somewhere back there, where I cannot see. But how? That's Lilith, and then this. The alchemist woman. She is examining the thing lying on the table. Her mind always worked like this. Perhaps even now she is thinking of a mixture that could turn her into life. You? Ah, right on time. Come on then, golden boy, come. We've kept the finest part for you. How did you get here? Weren't you supposed to be downstairs? What are you doing here? Who's that on the table? We thought you'd recognize. Look, won't you look? I think I know who lies upon the table. It's Lilith. Who? Wait. Am I Lilith? Wait. Even though I said golden boy. No, that can't. No, no, that can't be right. But I'm like trying to think here. Did we make, like, did Lilith make us and then we're like in a loop with Lilith and her mother was an alchemist? That's the accident. Oh my god. Yeah, because it wasn't making sense. Because, like, wait a minute. His mother disapproved of Lilith. So wait a minute. Yeah. Me. Nice try, golden boy. You wish. I mean, you literally wished it so very much. Alas, never mind. Come, we save the few pieces of your beloved. The best cut. Her heart. You... Mother, what have you done to her? What do we do? Oh, no, golden boy. We did nothing. She was here when we came. We were only hungry. Thought we might eat. A piece for each of us, you see what I mean? If you see what I mean. I don't understand. This never-ending search in the depths of meaning and memory, hasn't it always been what pulled you along? The answers you seek waits upon the place before them. Get closer. Look at the young woman's plate. Your eyes drift to the young woman's plate. Upon it lies a thin, bloodied strip of skin, folded, carefully placed. Seems you never seen me. She pushes the strip of skin towards you. But this is your face, right? I suppose it was me who wanted you to see you like this. I think so. My face, my body, it changed so much I don't know what's mine anymore. You? How do others know you? With trembling hands, you take the folded skin she offers. It is heavier than you expected and still warm. You slowly unfold it. It resembles a mask, peeled from Lilith's face. Empty eye sockets stare back at you. I couldn't love you as you were, I'm sorry, and I don't know, does it truly matter how others see me? The young woman reaches out her hands. Her long, bony fingers brush against yours. When you meet her curious gaze, you notice a loose flap of skin hanging near her hairline. It looks as though another face lies over hers, a kind of mask, stripped once and placed back again on the young woman's face, like the one in your hands. Oh, I think these masks we wear matter a great deal. My faces. What else would you have taken them? Why else would you have taken them? Now I'll know you. Remove the mask from the young woman's face. You step closer. As your hand reaches towards the skin stretched from the chin to the hairline, the young woman flinches just for a moment. Yet her eyes never leave yours. Her expression remains fixed as though carved into place. Do you like what you find? This isn't you. Let me help. The flesh in your hands grows slick with blood. Each time you try to grasp the loose skin with your greasy hands, the young woman's head tilts slightly backward. No matter how hard you try, the stitched-on piece keeps slipping from your fingers. Maybe, if you want to tear off what face made for you, you need to put down what you're holding. Her gaze drifts to Lilith on the table. What? What? You need to let go, that's what I mean. Where? Where it belongs. Her eyes turn to Lilith. Lilith should have at least had one face I can look at least for her death. Place the skin on Lilith's face, yes. You turn to Lilith, who stares at the ceiling with her lidless eyes. Her face, mottled with separating flesh, looks even paler in the silver moonlight dripping through the broken roof. You carefully place the warm strip of skin upon her face, aligning the cut at her jaw with the start of her hairline. Disturbingly, Lilith's features come together. Whole again, almost alive, as though she might turn her eyes to you at any moment. Within you, a great terror and love bloom together. I think you're ready to see now. She closes her eyes and tilts her face towards you. Reach for the hanging strip of skin. You wipe your hands clumsily on your clothes and reach for the dangling piece of skin where the mask begins to lift from her face. You pull a little. The stitches tear softly. The young woman winces in pain. Are you alright? Mm-hmm. You pull harder as the stitches begin to tear. The mask clinging to the young woman's face rips apart, but you don't stop there. As the mask tears away, every stitch along her neck, chest, stomach, and legs burst open. Everything comes undone. The skins taken from different bodies and sewn together peel away one by one like clothing. And when every seam is finally undone, another body emerges from within the woman. A young boy. He bears your body, your eyes, your past. When his trembling lips part, you hear the voice of your childhood. Do you know who I am? Yes, I know who you are, embraced the boy. You sink to your knees and hold the golden-haired boy. As your hands touch his back, you feel a hole. His trembling stops. He is no longer afraid. You glance at those around the table. The eyes watching you seem unaware of what has just happened. Step back. Look at the man's plate. As the young woman's body dissolves until only a handful of skin remains, all that you have lived and all that you might yet live flows before your eyes. Everyone, everything, just as it was meant to be. Do you feel it? Yes, I feel the cold drops striking my face. As your true face lies buried beneath your sins, is this possible even? But do not despair. In the darkness of the endless night, resurrection awaits you. Look before you. On the plate of the man cut off at the waist rests a bloody, congealed tongue. Torn from its place, the man fixes his gaze on you, waiting at last. He speaks. We had another part in mind for you, but it seems Lilith left nothing unsaid, unlike you. Would you? He jerks his chin toward the tongue on his plate. Now it's my turn to speak. Ha! So many people made me speak for so long now. It's hurting my throat now. After a while I can no longer recognize my own voice, but yours I will know. Now it is your turn, truly. You think the dead body slackens, sinking into some strange ease. The tongue in your hand feels slick and heavy. It waits for you to say something. I'm sorry for everything. Oh, come now. That scrap of tongue in your hand needs no apology, golden boy. Don't make yourself pitiful with excuses. You're hardly a paragon of virtue, are you? And no one here ever expected your apologies. What is expected is that you exist, that you be someone. Perhaps my fleeing should end. Perhaps I should cast aside apologies and become someone, become myself. Yep. The chains spilled at the man's feet softly, clatter softly. Their sounds echoes through the rotting walls and falls before you. Phoenix, come closer, golden boy. Come closer, tell us what you truly are yourself. What will you say? I won't carry you anymore. Step closer and unbind the chains clasping his wrists. You approach. The man cut off at the waist sits twisted in his chair, black sludge dripping from where his stomach should be, down into the seat and then into the floor. His eyes never leave yours. The chains biting in his decayed wrists are rusted. A small pin holds it all together. To pull it free, you must grip it with both hands. You always fled, but this time it seems you've caught me, golden boy. Press the pin with both hands. The bloody tongue makes your hands slippery. Every time you press, the fingertips slide off the pin. Perhaps you should put that thing I gave you somewhere, golden boy. He points to the tongue in your hand. Perhaps I should put it back where it belongs. You see Lilith lying on the table beside you. In her flayed face, lidless eyes gaze up at the broken ceiling. Moonlight veils her features in a gray shroud. You part her jaw. First you press down the section of her I think I'm supposed to do this first before the other, but whatever. Where the vocal cords lie, blood slick and trembling beneath your fingers. Then slowly you set the tongue back in place. Black fluid seeps from her mouth, trailing from the corners of her lips to her ears. At least now her face seems a little more natural, more complete. Within you, love and horror bloom at once. Very well then, back to these chains. I will free you of this burden. Press the pin. After wiping your hands clean onto your shirt, you press down on the pin with all your strength. At first, nothing. The metal, frozen in place for decades, refuses to move. Then you feel a faint shift. You press harder, and with a reluctant creak, the rusted pin comes free. The chains drop into the dust. There. For the first time, you spoke as yourself, golden boy. Glance at the people at the table. When you turn your gaze back to the table, the women are watching you with calm, indifferent faces. The rotten boards creak as if braced. Was from the broken ceiling, a few drops of rain fall into your face. Was that all? Each fragment takes its time to settle into place. What you fled from now stands directly before you, dissolved, fractured, torn apart, and ruined. Was it always meant to be this way? Would always remain so? You were the cause of this. You! I saw Lilith transformed into something different, a creature perhaps, or perhaps she had always been so. Me? I am no one, merely a voice. A safe cave shielding you from the harsh winds of the Neverall. Can you not see that I am the only one who can help you? And you, on the other hand, you'll prove whether you are worthy of being saved or not. What now? Tell me. Narrate or whatever, and let this torment end. The moonlight spills through the fractured roof, and abysmal silence fills the room. You no longer believe those gathered around the table even breathe. Lilith's body lies there, still as stone. No, not quite. The boards, the glass, the scattered things around you strain, awaiting. All this horror, all the questions, all the hatred, it was all to bring me here, wasn't it? So I could see you like this, step toward the door. I hope in the end you can forgive me for everything. Approach Lilith. You move toward Lilith's body on the table. The tongue you place rests in her mouth. She's still with her mask-like face, stitching running from brow to chin. Lilith can't hear you, my child, but she doesn't need to anymore. Still, you want her forgiveness, don't you? I betrayed her just as I left you. I killed her, or no, just her understanding. You're absolutely right. You knew exactly what would happen when they took Lilith that night. You keep saying that night. Which night? The night you came here, to this house, to the place where Lilith's growing obsessive ideas had taken root, the place where you saw her for the last time. She told you about the black alchemy ritual. You were to die and then reunite within the grand unification. Your bodies would perish and your souls would intertwine. You were afraid and you reported her for performing an unauthorized act of alchemy that captured Lilith. Truths don't turn into forgiveness within the cocoon of time. For your actions to find meaning isn't that simple, my child, but at least you tried. Perhaps Lilith needs to be completed. I never told her about the past. I never completed the parts for her, did I? Perhaps Lilith needs to be completed. She or you? At this point, is there any difference between you two? The memory of her that lingers in your mind will at last come to an end. The wood creaks one last time, then silence. It stretches. The floor beneath your feet stirs, faintly, like a living membrane. The torn black threads of the curtains shiver by the windows. Silence. It stretches. Then a breath. You see Lilith's chest rise upon the table. Her eyes turn to you. Her body tenses as if she's being born again, yet there is nothing miraculous in it. Lilith? Reach out your hand. The hand you extend feels as though it touches a warm memory stuck in the past. Her fingertips twitch. The flesh beneath her nails blackens with some viscous fluid. Her shoulders tremble. Then she sits up. The clothes clinging to her are wet with blood. Welcome, my love. For a moment I feared you wouldn't come. I'm here, but I thought you died. Truly died this time. It's the same fear every time, my love. You do this because you love me, I know that. You remember me as you wanted me to be. We're almost complete now. Her tongue, swollen and heavy in her mouth, distorts the words. The rasping voice shows that her torn throat never healed. All this is revenge for me. On me, for killing you. For that night 5 years ago. It must end. We must be completed. This loop must reach its end. Unification or separation? What do you guys think? I'm gonna go with the first one. Yeah, it's all your revenge on me for killing you for that night 5 years ago. Oh, how happy I was when you came home that night. 5 years ago, I had everything ready. You said you'd never leave me, and I believed you. You said I'm not lying. You weren't afraid, but then, when the ritual was about to begin, you ran. You betrayed me. You took my arms, my tongue, my face. You weren't there. But look, I completed you, didn't I? As best I could. Such a bullshit answer. Maybe I wasn't there, but I thought of you, always. I never stopped thinking of you. Oh? Should I pity you now? Is that how you soothe your pride, by saying you thought of me? Huh. Yes, you think of me. You always did. This is what your thoughts have made. Do you really think you can leave me here with an unraveling? Livber's seas are foaming. A garden of white flowers burns in crimson fire. Bare feet trample the wilted petals. From the east, something vast approaches. I was afraid to love you because I didn't want to lose you like I lost everyone else. It wasn't always like this. At the beginning, I truly loved you until you fell into madness trapped inside your obsession. Yeah. Madness, huh? That's exactly what you feared, but it was you who fed my obsession. My madness grew from you. I always loved you despite you. Look what it's made of me! I never wanted this for you. What didn't you want? My death? Too late for that, my love. I remember something. Sometimes in the mornings, when I have to leave the bed and go outside, leaving you alone. I felt a vast emptiness in my heart that grew with every step until I came back to you. Now I wonder, will I feel it again after our reunion? This creation you keep speaking of, the one in your letter, the cause of all this, it never existed. The creation, you mean a child, don't you? Tell me the truth, Lilith. You think Lilith smiles until you realize how this is possible. She already braces herself against the edge of the table. Dark veins run from her shoulders to her thigh like dried muscle strands. She grips her damp crimson dress, tears her skin apart, and parts her legs. Oh no. Welcome home, my love, to your first and final home inside me. What are you doing? I love you. Moonlight pours over Lilith's body. Her legs spread upon the table. The face you force back into her skin hangs loose at the edges, ready to fall. Her eyes never leave yours. Then, between her thighs, something flickers into view, then vanishes. Some kind of smoke. Gray, black. It rises from between her legs, thick and viscous, a muddy liquid moving with it. The wind stops. Something crawls into the world. Lilith's rage for you is taking form. The creation. No. Her love. That's what she called it. You heard her too. It's love, a love beyond the borders of the material realm, a love so magnificent. The smoke coils upward, a newborn storm. A whirlwind, it surrounds you, fills the room. A metallic taste coats your tongue. Your breath shortens. Lilith's love begins to fill you. Yes, yes, yes. Your vision darkens. You feel it, don't you? And in the end, a voice. Tell me, my love. Once we speak of this, there will be no turning back, so tell me. Do you wish to remember your past or to see the truth? I want to see the truth. Smoke coils around you. A realization spreads through the layers of your mind. The story has brought you here. I have brought you here. Through the fine cracks in the smoke you see, the roof caved in, plaster fallen from the walls, windows long shattered. Rain drips from the hole above and strikes your face. From somewhere unseen, you hear Lilith's voice. You were alone here, my love. For 65 months you've been alone. Since they took me, your conscience has never let you leave. You always knew the truth. It was to finish what you started, the ritual of black alchemy. Now you see. Yes, my love. You remember the pieces, don't you? The name, the blood, and the word. Well, I must see the truth now. The name first. I must know who I am. So we're so driven by our guilt of losing her, and because we're scared, that we've been trying to do what she tried to do 5 years ago. Elbeck. It was the first weeks of your 65-month solitude, only days after they took me. They asked you for a name. You gave mine first, then you signed your own on the witness paper. You come to see me performing unauthorized alchemy. The guards told you that you could see me one last time before I died. I told them there was no need. The smoke thickens, heavy and suffocating. From the other side, you hear Lilith's voice. Yes, you were afraid, weren't you? You're not virtuous enough to see me one last time, to say that you really love me. Now speak your name. Confess it. My name is Elbeck, and I killed you, because I avoided my virtue and I was afraid. You see the smoke take shape before you, coalescing into a silhouette. The ritual is progressing. From beneath the mist, something slides across the floor toward your feet. Meadow scraping softly. You recognize it. Lilith's dinner knife. You're a fucking narc! The grand unification will unite us, my love. There, we will all be together. Now seal your name with your conscience. Spill your blood to the end. If shedding it will free me from my conscience' torment, then let my blood run. Cut your wrist. Or, I don't think I could do this. Don't take the knife. You know what? Fuck it. Let your blood gather at your knees like the sea itself. Just like the edge of the cliff you could never let yourself fall from. 2 years later, your steps had carried you back to that cliff's edge. Your guilt heavier than ever before. There wasn't a single night you didn't see me in your dreams. But you couldn't find the courage to let yourself fall with the rain. Killing yourself would have taken more courage than killing another. Your knees sank into the mud, a heart mired in a bog. Blood drips from your fingertips. Your fingers grow numb. The warm, slick fluid from both wrists pools on the floor. Your legs weaken. You sink to your knees. The knife slips from your hands and clatters through the ground. Through the mist, Lilith approaches. Her face, her body. She seemed to have left all that horror behind, just as you first saw her. My love. The house creaks and groans around you. Crazed. Kneeling, you struggle to steady your breath. A rasp rising from your chest. Sweat soaks your back. The wind makes your skin shiver. Lilith smiles. It's a gentle, merciful smile. There's a piece of paper in her hand. As she leans down to pick up the knife, she places the paper in your palm. And the end. Your madness took hold of you. By the end of those 65 months, you had convinced yourself I couldn't be dead. You clung to the fragile hope because it was all you had left. Poor Elbeck. Everything lost, rotted, or faded within that house. You redrew it all on those yellow papers, to remember, to keep your memories alive. Because what else did you have left but memories? You kept drawing again and again, all those moments whose originals had long been lost, and then you wrote a letter. From my mouth to yourself. You summon yourself back here, even though you'd never truly left. But your mind needed to believe it. Read the letter. My love, if you're reading these lines, it means there's still something inside your heart that belongs to me. Death is far too ordinary a thing to separate us. I will give birth to our creation, our home. Our creation cannot be left undone. Come, my love. All it takes is your courage, Lilith. It's true. You needed to believe it to step through the door. Just as the blood from your wrists seeping into the letter. The thing that ended everything. The thing that began it all. Don't worry. There's nothing to fear. This is not an ending. This is never an ending. This is not death. We'll begin anew. Anew. What? Give me the letter you sent to yourself. I'll tuck it into your pocket. Perhaps where we're going, you'll need this bloodstained thing. When you cut your wrist that deep, you can't move your fingers anymore. I suppose I ought to complete the last step of the ritual for you. The smoke rises thick and heavy, like the fluid that once spilled from Lilith's throat. It wraps around you. You stand within the storm. Your memories whirl through your mind, shattering against the fragments of your awareness. Each breaks apart, merging and separating until nothing remains but the black smoke. In the midst of somewhere, you stand alone, and at last, your body dissolves. Let go. Now, there's no need to fear, my dear, my love, my life. Here, everything belongs to everything else. Welcome among us, at last. We have no bodies now, no names. Only us remain. Us. It's the only place where we can exist together. You, me, and our creation. The grand unification? Yes. That is what we call this in the material realm. The horizon where earth and sky meet, and beyond it, far beyond. Above the light and the dark, beyond even the never-all. Come closer. Have you forgiven me? No, my love. You did not do all this to be forgiven. What you have done comes with us. It will be part of us. I will accept you with it. I will take you into me with it. How? Among us. Our souls, these formless souls cast beyond the cosmic dark, will soon mingle. We will become one. We'll become something greater than ourselves. You, me, and our child. You'll remain as an ache twisting within me, trapped in a new loop. Wait, what? And in the end, we all converge upon a single point in the story, without even remembering who we were. The end. 3. And it begins anew. So she was with child. That's the creation, I think. Chief Eating Officer! Haha! Yell the cat. Nice. That was a bit surreal, but I liked it. I still liked it. That was... I'm not gonna go for other endings. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. That was a cool game.